My name is Joseph Toashi. I'm counselor for Lake Manitoba First Nation. 90% of our community members are in Winnipeg, staying in majority of the hotels
In Winnipeg?
in Winnipeg, and about 10% is still back home trying to keep the reserve going and under control. Some people wouldn't want to leave their homes, so we're helping them out with generators as best we can. We're supplying fuel for the generators overnight along with the day, and we're hauling water, we're cutting wood for whoever has a wood stove and whoever's cooking outside.
Good.
From what I've seen now, this is my first time coming to the city since the outage, and it looks very frustrating. People are tired, they're hungry, they're cold, they don't know what to do. They're going from room to room being kicked out, and it hurts me to see them. And the kids, elders, everyone, they need somewhere warm. They need to be able to sit somewhere and relax and feel safe and not being jumping all over place to place. Yeah, we got over 20 securities, full-time, 24/7. We got woodcutters. We got about 10 woodcutters. We got 2 guys that are going around with trash pumps, pumping out basements, crawl spaces. We got a guy going around feeding the animals that were left behind.
I'm Melanie Anderson, and I'm from Dauphin River First Nation.
Where are you located?
I'm staying at Motel 6 in Headingley because I have a pet, and there's quite a few of us that have pets, so we had to find motels that house pets. So hopefully we're accommodated for that. For myself, I'm a health worker, so I kind of have to hang in there, I guess, for the people. I myself feeling a little displaced after a few days. I'm tired, we're hungry, but there's people that are in more need of resources right now than myself, so we're kind of focused on them, and that's who we're kind of keeping up with today. But there's a lot of miscommunication between organizations, and we're kind of in that mix right now where we're kind of between people. We're being passed over to Red Cross, to IRTC, and then to our First Nation. I think the biggest effect on the people that I seen on Sunday when I got here was at Red Cross at Holiday Inn. We were moved from 3 lines, and because we didn't have a delegate from Dauphin River First Nation, we were kind of just pushed aside, and we just told our members to stay in line. We're all evacuees. They have to, register everybody regardless if we're in our community lines and that, So that was kind of frustrating. A lot of people left, didn't get registered, and I myself was asked to sit there by my chief and council and take in our community members of Dauphin River. And I did that, but at the end of the day, when I had everybody's information, I was told by one of the Red Cross workers that I couldn't register the people, that it was a privacy issue. So after 6 hours that day, they had to get back in line again and wait another 3 hours. So we were there from 11 in the morning till 7 in the evening, still trying to register. Yeah, there was no correct communication with any 3 of those organizations, and we were kind of just left on the side. Yes, actually we had a lot of security leave yesterday because our costs up till today were taken care of by our IRTC. And I know a lot of our members had to pay out of pocket just to survive the last 2 days because Red Cross doesn't kick in till today.
My name is Emery Stagg. I'm from Dauphin River First Nation. I think the experience that our people are experiencing is horrendous. Red Cross still hasn't figured out how to handle First Nation disasters. But when you look at Canada, if there's a disaster somewhere around the world, Red Cross in Canada with their $50 million pledge always shows up. Now that we have a disaster in our own backyard, where are these two entities, Red Cross and Canada. It seems like the system is flawed, and then frustration and policies by these organizations create chaos during evacuation. And then people are being shuffled around as you would shuffle cows or animals, from one territory to the next territory. Meanwhile, this is happening in our own land called Treaty Island. And like I say, we wouldn't be here if people understood us. Like, we know who we are, and each community knows everybody in the community. But when you come to Red Cross, they try and figure out who you are. They don't know you. If you don't have anything in writing, then they just tell you you're not eligible for benefits. I think the simple system is to wait for the paperwork from each First Nation, submit it to Red Cross, because that's where the truth will come out, is from our communities. And we don't have to beg the organizations. A couple of days ago, a bunch of people were removed from hotels. I recommended we revolt, let everyone stay in their motel room, because they were put there because of the state of emergency. So does that mean when you kick them out, state of emergency is over? No, it's still on, province-wide. But leadership is still meeting with bureaucracy, trying to find a solution. But we had a similar situation regarding flooding in 2011. It seems like these organizations haven't learned anything the past 8 years on how to handle a crisis like this. Miigwech.